Thanks, Trooper Steve. Now to the latest facts about the coronavirus and numbers the state did not want to see. It was another record day yesterday. Close to 2,800 new positive test results, pushing the state's total above the 80,000 mark now. And that spike is continuing in parts of Central Florida. Orange County adding another 155 cases. Seminole and Brevard counties each adding more than 40 cases. This morning, though, the governor is again saying the numbers don't tell the whole story and that there will be no rollback of the state's reopening plans. Ezzy Castro is following the latest developments, and the governor is saying more targeted testing is one of the reasons behind the increase.
That's correct, Bridget, because we have more testing sites. The governor says we are seeing thousands of more people getting tested per day, whether they are showing symptoms or not, including many who are getting tested now because they're returning to work. And even though the number of cases could continue to go up, the governor said he is not ordering a lockdown or mandating masks at this point. During a press conference last night, he said society needs to function and we have to keep moving forward. He also talked about the trends we've been seeing, not only the higher results, but the number that is trending down, the age of people testing positive, which is now about 37 years old from the age of 65 back in March. And then there's the specific outbreaks. There's now been about 100 positive cases at the Lake County Jail, and the governor says there were over 200 cases reported at a Central Florida airport, but wouldn't say which one.
You do now have widespread testing of asymptomatic people. When people are going back to work, you have businesses saying, hey, go get tested. And it's not just the state sites. I mean, we really expanded the drive-through and the walk-up sites, and now we have pop-up sites at retail locations. And that's thousands and thousands and thousands of tests a day.
Governor DeSantis also mentioned the number of hospitalizations is low, and we've been checking with local hospitals who say they are not in danger of being overwhelmed at this point. The governor also echoed what we've heard from local leaders this week, urging people to maintain social distancing and avoid large crowds, and of course wear masks in public. Kirsten.
Ezzy, thank you. Seminole County leaders are set to hold a news conference this morning to address the rising cases. The county's medical director says they were close to completely flattening the curve, but when things reopened and people stopped wearing masks, hot zones emerged. County leaders say most of the positive cases are with younger people in their 20s. However, they say at this point there are no plans to scale back reopening or mandate masks.
Our hope is this is a blip or an anomaly based on the holiday schedule, and I think the messaging to people hopefully gets out and we get back to the community doing the right thing. If that happens, hopefully we don't have to take additional measures. If it doesn't happen, then we're going to have to actually get some consideration of what we do to protect the community.
Officials say as hotspots develop, there will be pop-up testing and tracing to help slow the spread.
Florida is not alone. A total of 19 states are seeing increases in average daily new cases. The vice president says it's not a sign of the so-called second wave. In an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal yesterday, Mike Pence called the concerns, quote, overblown, and says because of better testing and work underway on drugs and a vaccine, the U.S. is in a much better off place than it was when the pandemic began. He also thanked Americans for the sacrifices they've made to get where we are. If you want to get an up-close look at the numbers and sign up for our special coronavirus newsletter, we have a special section set up on our website, clickorlando.com/coronavirus.